Hi, welcome back, Shrub Crafters. We are down in Skeeter Holler, loaded up with 3F Old Eynsford, running 50 grains with a 440. Had to think about this, so 45. With a 440 hand cast round ball using pillow ticking, which I mic'd at 17 thousandths is the average, is what I was getting, with Hoppy's black powder, bore, and lube and patch. So skeeters are bad. First group. Thermocell is on, so we should be good in a few minutes here. We're going to do, hopefully, as long as it's not too bad and everything goes well, we're going to do 3 groups of 5 with cleaning patch in between each group. I'm going to start out on center using a combat hold, which is the green target. And we're going to do 5 shots. I'm going to aim, hold, same spot, and we'll see how bad I do. That's awesome. So that's 45 Hawken. It's a Jim Hawkins style rifle, and if I leave this in the edited version. So one of the pet peeves I've noticed of many Hawken fans are that you do see a lot of people typing in as Hawkins with an I, Hawkins with an E, but putting the plural S on there. It is Hawken, Hawken, H-A-W-K-E-N, Hawken style rifle from the Hawken brothers and the Hawken family. So that said, Jim Hawkins is from another great classic, which is, I want to say Robert Louis Stevenson, but my brain is sometimes known to fail me, even though it's awesome. Check that out. Inchworm, inching along. Hey, inchworm. I wonder what his perspective was for, or her perspective for these rounds coming through. Anyway, you saw the order in which these went. I did do a quick check, and I saw that I want to say my first shot was right here. There's a second here and a third here. I am doing a combat hold right here. And at that 50-yard distance, my sight is covering roughly that portion of it. I can see just a barely little, and then there's one right here, and there is one right here. And I'll go over how I'm sighting on that gun in a second. All right, so that was 5 shots, and that was with 17 thousandths patches. That is red pillow ticking, or ticking in general from Walmart. It's been washed. You want to wash it. I did it in Dawn dish soap. Ran it through, and that breaks out, I think, the starch or chemicals that are in there. Next up, we're going to do, and I guess, I'm going to go to the left targets. I'm going to do 5 rounds, and I've got the 15 thousandths pillow ticking from ox yoke. I'll do 5 rounds of that with my 440 hand cast ball, seeded with the same 50 grains of 3F Old Eynsford, using the Polish capper. Those should be roughly the same. I'm going to do a barrel swab with the range rod that I have down there. The range rod I got from a log cabin shop. That is a stainless steel range rod with brass ends, so absolutely awesome. And it actually, and I made sure it does fit every barrel all the way up to my 42-inch barrels for cleaning. So I'm going to do 5 rounds of that after I run a couple of patches through there to clean that bore back down to mostly clean. I'm going to do 5 rounds holding the same. Well, now that the humidity is down, or the humidity is severe, so I'm actually really hot even in these, what do you call these? I don't even know. My brain's not working today. I'm off. Went to acupuncture, and here's my thermocell, traditional thermocell. Got spare pouch and everything. One of the things I notice is some of these, they do tend to go out a little bit. This is an older unit, probably 10 years old now. But these pads work for 4 hours. And once they get going, as long as you just check, there's a little light down in there. As long as that's burning, those skeeters staying away. But since I found it out, I just relit it. We're going to let it go. I want to take this off. Something to show you. Old hickory. Put an edge on it. Butcher knife, 7-inch. And I made a hand-crafted cross-draw pouch. I am thinking if feedback's good, I will probably start putting some of these up. Not super expensive for sale for this style of knife and others if I have them in my collection. In my collection. Yeah, humidity's crazy today. Focusing on follow through. There you go. Look how sexy that is. We're going to talk about this sight later, but I want you to see. Anyway, these are the 36 cal patches, and one of the troubles I've had off camera now is trying to center it and get equal grab. So this is shot 2. And we'll see how we do. as we're still rolling. Yeah, here's that stainless rod. Super nice, and I am using a little palm saver to load. It just helps me. Okay, so you guys saw this before I did. You'll see it in the video right now. 5 shots, and not sure which one's which, but we'll figure it out when we do the playback. And so here we go. As you've seen, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 there, and there. So, now we're gonna walk in rain. Here we go. Whew, super humid today. I'm gonna stop there because there's no point going to the lighter weight gingham patch. All it's going to prove is that the groups are going to open up even further. Those were actually really easy to load. So one of the benefits that I found in cut at the muzzle patches is that you can get them to whatever size you want. You can also seat your ball a little better. So one of the things I was struggling with, and you'll probably I don't know that I actually saw, yeah, the first round didn't really struggle, but when you try to line up a small patch and get it perfectly centered so one side or the other can drop in, cutting at the muzzle eliminates that, because you just kind of press down, cut everything off to whatever depth you want. So I highly advocate for cut at the muzzle. The next thing, as we're talking, I want to show you this sight here. Let's see if I can line this up for you. The magic of editing. Maybe I'll leave you upside down again. So if you look, you can see this is a Thompson Center, what I bought new in the package, sight, still sealed. Came with screws, but you actually have to reuse the screws that were in the base. At least on mine you did. Now, what I'm doing, we'll see, hopefully this angle shows up for you. Hopefully that angle shows up for you, and I apologize for how bad this is. So, looking down there, there's that front sight. I'll put this over the rock, hopefully it shows up. But as I'm looking through that notch, I've got that front bead. I've got that front bead halfway down from the top, so midway, and I've got a very faint brass line where I was cutting to, and I want to cut this down too low. It was actually about twice as high as this, so I'm still aiming, so I'm dropping that front sight down halfway down that notch consistently, so there's actually still some variation for human error there, but I got it pretty consistent. So Thompson 45. Shoots great. Kicks almost the same as a 50. I actually think the 50s kick a little bit softer based on what you got. But yeah, it's starting to come down now. So we at least got our 10 shots in. Thompson 45. Cut at the patch was an average of a 17 thousandths thickness. A couple of places I mic'd went as high as 21 thousandths. A couple went down as low as 16 thousandths. Across the spectrum of where I was measuring, and again, depending how hard you hit and all that can change your depth. So under compression, I'm averaging probably 16 thousandths, 17 thousandths under compression. So it does actually fit in there. Thickest part was 21 thousandths. Anyway, there you go. Thompson. Not bad. I mean, 50 yards, that's all dead deer right there, so I like that. Next up will be to get it over chronograph a little bit, because I have Oleinsford and I have the 2 variations of the Schutzen, and we'll see where we're putting out at 50 grains of powder with 3F. but it is zipping out there pretty good, and it's kicking about the same as my 60. Again, felt recoil is about the same as my 60 grains of 3F. I'm sorry, 50 grains of 2F out of my 50. So 60 grains, 2F in a 5490 ball with a 15 thousandths patch is kicking almost identical to 50 grains 3F 4.4 ball. And again, that makes sense from the faster velocity, higher burn ratio, and a slightly smaller bore. So basic physics tells you you're getting a little more. Again, that's felt recoil. Just me and my shoulder felt recoil. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to try to keep these videos more to the point and quick, unless I got something I want to ramble on about for you. Thanks for watching, and hit the like and subscribe. I do have some in the links below. I'm going to continue putting everything that I use underneath. It's the Amazon affiliate program. Amazon affiliates apparently will give you a little bit of something in return for that. I don't know what, so they do require a blanket statement that says if you click below and anything that you purchase, I will get a kickback in theory for. So anyway, if you like it, subscribe. If not, share it with your friends.